Hi.
Give him a couple seconds.
Yeah, I know it's okay. Hello, Green Bay community, whether here or away.
It takes a second for it to load. So. Now we're live.
Hello, Green Bay community. As you come and go, welcome to Week 10 of the NFL. We are staying hydrated and staying happy, no matter the outcome today. It's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna try and keep the energy up. We're gonna try and maybe over accentuate the happy, and whatever happens on the score, we might have to just let it happen because the season is as it has been.
Well, we're you know what? I'm not gonna say we're gonna lose, but like
we're gonna watch the game.
Also, hi everybody. Thanks for coming and hanging out. This is a little something different for my channel. And I know I always talk about having a boyfriend, but like he's actually real. He's not imaginary. I know I'm insane and it makes sense for him to be imaginary, but like he's not.
We've been looking forward to finding some way to bring me into the channel. Couldn't find the best way. I've been helping out and trying to assist in the background, and we're gonna do something different, but here we are. We just kind of wanted to have a little live community hello. See what happens with the game, but have some fun, try and talk sports, but also talk anything else on your mind. We understand that this is a channel, a community for readers, perhaps not as many football aficionados, and that's fine. If you're interested in learning more, we would be happy to go into that. There are plenty of books and movies out there that have football in it.
I mean, there's spicy romances that have tons of football.
Yeah.
So that's like a thing.
Yeah, and we don't need to be blindside only around here. It's in terms of movies and books, I don't know. I don't know any other books. Brian's Song, was that a movie? I mean, it was a movie. It was a movie. I don't know it was a book. I know it was a real story.
I don't know who Brian is.
I don't know what this is. Brian's Song was, I think, a Chicago football movie. It was a college football.
I don't know. I was at the gym and they were playing, but he was wearing a lot of Green Bay jersey. I forget. He was like a guy and he wanted to be in the NFL, but he worked like at a grocery store. And like they made a movie about him. And Zachary Levi played him.
Right. So that's the Kurt
Shazam.
Warner movie. Yes. And actually, that is a wonderful intro to what else I'm going to say. Which team are you supporting? Yes, we are here for the Packers today against the Cowboys. But also, we do love other teams. The last few years, the Packers have been going down the route they've been going, so I have had to diversify my fandom and watch more preseason other things and whatnot.
Yeah. Also, hi. Hi. Hello. Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Thank you so much. We're learning the buttons. By that, I mean Amanda knows these buttons.
I know. I'm trying not to be bossy.
No, not at all. Someone needs to keep it on the rails. But no, we are fans of other teams as well. I'm from Kentucky, where in Lexington, that is, it's the University of Kentucky now. And while they are traditionally,
they got beef.
While there is traditionally it is a basketball school, I have always been a football fan, an SEC football fan, and that is really where my whole family's allegiances end. You know what I mean? They are only SEC folk for the most part. And I got sick of the turnover. I wanted to find a pro team. I was always watching Super Bowls. The Packers did well, and I grew into them more and more. It was a lot of fun. But it's the kind of thing where I think everyone should have several teams that they like, including teams that always do poorly, just so we can prepare ourselves. I love baseball, football, basketball. My second favorite team is because sports has become hockey these days. I just got back into that. I watched it a lot when I was a kid, and we got a couple local sports teams here, so I just got more into that. But Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, Angels, the Anaheim Ducks, the LA Kings, the Pittsburgh Penguins.
It's just a lot of sports with many different balls all the time.
Always in the air. Always in the air.
Like I will watch like football and hockey because they're entertaining, and maybe basketball, but like baseball is so boring. Yeah. I'm sorry, I get it. I get it. People like baseball, but it's like so much of the game is like watching paint dry. Yeah. Like nothing's happening.
And I've been trying to get out too. I've watched a few videos on how cricket works. I've seen highlight.
We're not getting into cricket.
We're not, but you know what? I like all of it. You know what I mean? I can't say I'm much for soccer. I've enjoyed some parts of it. But anyway.
Am I going to tell this soccer story?
The NFL is the America sport, for better or for plenty of worse. But we're keeping an eye on what's going on in Green Bay. And while our game has not started and won't for a while, we're getting out a little early. Next week, we do play the Tennessee Titans, and they are currently just topping Denver 10-17 with 2:59 left in the fourth. So that's something we got to look forward to. Next week's home Thursday night game against the Tennessee Titans. Can't wait. Also, right now, the dreaded Minnesota Vikings, goodness, with 57 seconds left, are just trailing the Buffalo Bills 23-27, but they are driving, I believe. Yes, they are on the goal line, for the goodness of sake. So, you know, we're hoping for good things in Green Bay, but I wouldn't hate to see Minnesota lose. Kirk Cousins, 4th and goal. Oh, my. It is within the 5. Oh, my. It's the 2. And it is going to be a lot. Yes, we have a very aggressive form of football, no question. I have seen lots of violence on the European football stage, from headbutts and flops and everything in between.
There's a lot of drama in football in Europe.
Yeah.
Where like I always like watching the compilation videos where they're just like
the flops. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, of course, basketball and football has plenty of that too. But no,
so elaborate.
There is no question that football is way too violent. It's a violent game, and if you try to take it out, people would complain. People want that. When I was a kid, I loved it. I played baseball. I played basketball. It was no contact. It was up and down. When I was in baseball, I played catcher for several years, and I'm in my gear, and I've got this big kid. He was way heavier than me. You're in third base, trying to steal home, and I got the ball, and I just tackled that guy. What can I say? The coach yells, "Don't let him into home!" Well, I just stopped. This was a big kid, and I stopped in his tracks. And from then on, I kind of like violent sports a little bit. So this was elementary school, middle school days. So sometimes when you're that kind of person, you love to throw your body at people, and you want to do it more. And then you start getting injured, and then you start having aches and pains, and then you get too much head trauma.
I guess.
Way too much head trauma. And of course, it's not just the big stuff; it's the little stuff. So no, you're exactly right. It is probably too violent. In a lot of ways, it always feels so foreign, so distant when you watch it on TV, and then you see it in person. Oh my God, they're just trying to hurt each other. It's a car crash every play, they say. But yeah, I blew out my knee. I had a few too many concussions, even just playing high school football. So yeah, not for everyone. But what can I say? There are people that like to do it. That will always do it.
Well, they get paid a lot of money to do it, which I think is a contributing factor.
They do. Unfortunately, there's quite a few people out there that play it indoor arena, and they get almost nothing.
You know what? I went and saw like an indoor football game once, like the XFL back in the day. And like I swear they were wearing like sneakers. They weren't even wearing cleats.
Oh yeah, no, it's
they were wearing like tennis shoes.
Absolutely, they do wear tennis shoes. You're right. It's like playing on track. Yeah.
It was like, what is happening? That looks like a tennis shoe. Is he wearing tennis shoes?
They can sometimes in indoor stadiums, but to give you an update, also the Minnesota Vikings, they went for it. They ran on the goal line, and it's under review. It looks like they might have made it. It looks like they probably didn't, and Buffalo is certainly happy. They seem to think they've stopped it. But it's under review.
That's a different game. There's several games going on all concurrently, and like you can't see your TV, but we have like 4 games playing right now. So normally during football games, sometimes I watch. Like today, I'm gonna watch because we're gonna do a little live show for y'all. But most of the time, I'm reading books during it. So I do have a book ready to go. Hold up.
Yes, Amanda and I had a wonderful summer getting into action and adventure movies of all kinds. But we went full James Bond, and we have had a wonderful tradition this season where she listens to or reads a James Bond.
The Spy Who Loved Me is what I'm on right now. It's book 10 of the original 14 that Ian Fleming wrote, but like it's awful and I hate it.
I didn't know that's terrible. I'm sorry.
I really dislike it. It's not good. Like I appreciate that Ian Fleming is trying to write like a female character, but like I don't know if he's the best person to be writing a female character and her sexual trauma. Like it feels really weird. And also this is only like it's really short too. It's only 198 pages and I'm on page 81 and James Bond still has not showed up. And by the way, he's not going to actually show up in the book. I found out when he shows up. It's almost the end of the book. He's not even in it until page 119. So he's barely in the book. It has nothing to do with the movie. It's just like, I don't know. It takes place in America, right by the Canadian border, so it has to do with like the short story version of From a View to a Kill, which also has nothing to do with the movie Counterpoint. So I think those two stories are related.
And I didn't see what was going on in this review, but it looks to be that unfortunately the Minnesota Vikings do have a touchdown in their hands, or maybe they went for it again.
I don't know.
It actually looks like defenders in the game right now. What on earth just happened?
Was it an interception?
Was it a fumble? Hang on, what's? Oh yeah. So this is unbelievable. So Josh Allen at the 1 for Buffalo.
Oh, it's a
fumbled
touchback.
The snap. Unbelievable. No, I think it's a touchdown. He fumbled the snap at the 1. And the Minnesota Vikings, I think the Minnesota Vikings got a hold of the ball because, yes, if it's a touchback, then it's.
That means you tackle the player.
Safety.
Safety, yeah. Sorry. When they tackled the player in the end zone.
It looks like Minnesota actually got the ball and scored a touchdown.
Oh, no.
Through fumble. Unbelievable. Yeah, Josh Allen. To answer your question as well, do we prefer? I prefer. Perhaps.
What's that notification? The browser's lost connection to the camera.
We have lost connection to our camera.
They can still hear us though, but yeah, it seems like we're having a
I do prefer the NFL, and honestly, it's just because there's more consistency. I grew up watching college sports, and it's. These guys at university, they just have basically 4, sometimes 5, or maybe more years, but just a little bit more than that sometimes, depending on injury. And it's, I just kind of got tired of seeing players, kind of come into their own after a few years of playing football in university, and wanted to see teams that, what can I say, kept their own roster, that had some consistency with their roster, because you'd see a player in college or university just play for a few years, get good, and then boom, they're done. They graduate, maybe they go into the pros, maybe they don't. Most likely not when I was growing up in Kentucky watching those teams. But I kind of just got a little tired of that turnover. I wanted to see teams that kept roster a little longer, kind of had their own identity. Trying to keep it and see a player play longer. Keyboard. Yeah, we're having an issue with the camera here. I'm not sure why. Sorry, we're trying to get to the bottom of it. As soon as it's active. Yeah, it's connected with Cameo, but not there. So it's. Regardless, it's connected.
Here, let me try something. All right, we're having some issues, but
Hey, get rid of that. Sorry, I guess I left that up too. Well, we've got 41 seconds, and the Minnesota Vikings are up by 3, unfortunately. And with 26 seconds left, the Tennessee Titans are up 17-10 on Denver. Keep those games rolling.
Okay, you know what? Just hold up a second. We're going to try something out.
Thank you for bearing with us.
Ah!
Oh, now we hear yourselves. I guess we had turned something off.
Hold on. Okay. I did something weird.
And this has been up there forever.
All right.
Sorry for technical difficulties there.
We figured it
This
out.
is why we came on a little before the game. That being said, if you don't like American football, that's okay. What are your preferred sports? Do you prefer European football, the real football? Do you prefer basketball? Do you prefer baseball? Do you like cricket? Or, you know what? It doesn't have to be any sports. Reading is a much better exercise.
Mental sports.
Exactly. But yeah, I just got into it as a way to enjoy what was going on. My family had season tickets to football games, so that was kind of it. We'd always win, and it just kind of grew on me. But plenty of people don't like it, and it's not for everyone. Thank goodness. It's a world of options, because sometimes I get sick of it, even when your team's not doing great.
Okay. So this game today that we're gonna be watching, just for anyone who's like unsure what's happening, we're gonna be watching the Packers and the Cowboys. So the Cowboys are playing at Lambeau Field, which is the home team of the Packers, the home field. And there's a little drama here because the coach of the Cowboys, Mike McCarthy, used to be the head coach for Green Bay. Although, like, I don't know, every time I look at Mike McCarthy, I feel like at any moment he's probably made of 30% beef jerky. Like at any minute, is it just me? I feel like that's mean, but like you can't tell me he doesn't eat an unnatural amount of beef jerky in his life. Like he just looks like all he eats is beef jerky. Am I crazy?
Yeah,
I'm not.
no,
Well, yes, but
he's a man that looks like he was born of a potato. I mean, like he's just got that kind of body, that kind of look. Let me see if I can pull the picture. But he, no one ever accused him of being the picture of health.
yeah, and he was the head coach for like a really long time.
Yeah.
And never really did much of anything well.
Well, that's the way it turned out.
You know what? He went to a Super Bowl once and never went again. Okay, what has he done since? He did one good thing.
Yeah, it's a very complicated situation in Green Bay, unfortunately, because it's not just the coaching, but even when it is everything but the coach, it's sometimes just the coach. No, he got
like our coach now.
Absolutely. Well, I was pointing to like, yeah.
Well, he's also a little naive, but he's nice, like a younger guy. His first season, he came in, and I think they came in like second place. So like that's great for a first season. And you know, I don't know. I like our coach. This season's kind of a shit show, if I'm being honest. I don't know. It just feels like Aaron Rodgers drank too much ayahuasca in the offseason. Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback, but like, he just has ayahuasca vibes. I'm just gonna say increasingly insane things. So we're just gonna go with it.
But here is our boy Mike. Here's what used to be our boy Mike McCarthy. He is now the coach of the Denver, the Cowboys. Excuse me, the Dallas Cowboys. Goodness gracious. Yeah, he's not that guy. That's Mike McCarthy. That's Michael. Yeah, he's a Pittsburgh guy. We were friends of his before, and he's with the new owner. But you know, he was with us for almost 10 years plus. Things just got stale. Honestly, it wasn't all his fault. it really was getting to the point where the team just really wasn't even doing a great job of drafting and getting things together. We didn't. Things were just getting stale on offense and not doing enough with defense. So I wasn't surprised when he was gone. But
so agrees. Thank you, Sarah. He looks like anytime he's made of 30% beef jerky.
yeah, yeah. No, he's a Pittsburgh native.
Love it.
He's a hard potato and steak eating seeming guy. But to each their own.
Oh, okay. So Vivian's in Greece, actually. So hi. Hello in Europe. I love that.
Wonderful.
So mainly football or soccer for us Americans over here. Okay. Very cool.
Yes, no, basketball is really expanded all through that area. Basically all around the Mediterranean and Europe. I love it. I like watching some highlights every now and then. I love seeing international players come in. And while we've been talking, the Buffalo Bills went down with less than 30 seconds and got a field goal. They have tied this game with 2 seconds left.
2 seconds left.
Oh, thank God. That's wonderful to see. It looks
but our
like
game's starting any
fairly soon.
minutes.
Fairly soon. It has almost begun. But and it looks like Denver just scored as well against Tennessee, who we will be seeing next week.
But anyway, I'm here for the beef. I'm here for the drama. I'm loving it. It's, you know what? Sports was the original reality television. If you really want to get into it. Because, like, the players have, like, personalities. Like I was saying, Aaron Rodgers, he just kind of feels like he drinks too much ayahuasca now. But, like, a lot of people were injured.
Yeah.
Who's still injured this week? Does he have people to throw to?
We have so many injuries, and even if not, he has no one to throw to, unfortunately. It's the kind of thing. Yeah, they do, and that's been unfortunately a problem the last several years. Unfortunately, especially with people that we've got money tied up into. But no, last week we were losing people every play.
Well, like, okay, it's like I remember like one episode, like it's like reality television, one game, like all of his wide receivers were hurt. Like, does he have Randall Cobb? Does he have, I know his name is Lazard, but I call him Lazard because it's funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
So who is he throwing to today? Does he have anybody? What was that rookie's name that kind of had like Devontae Adams energy?
Well, we've got a couple, but I would probably say it's probably closer to Romeo Dobbs, so he's a little shorter.
Dobbs.
But no, he's hurt.
He's hurt. Son of a bitch.
Well, unfortunately, Amanda went through a high ankle sprain for several months.
Well, I broke my ankle.
She broke her ankle. Technically, that's what they call it, but yes.
But no, Dobbs was like I was like, okay, he's got little Devontae Adams vibes. Devontae Adams was the best wide receiver in the NFL, and he left the team. By the way, I'll just show the back here. I got my Devontae shirt on. I know he left, but I liked Devontae quite a bit. So, like, I remember when he started, and he was awful.
Yeah, and that's something that, it's just there's no question. He had some game-winning catches here and there, even his rookie year, but
no,
he was
so
terrible.
bad.
He was really bad in a lot. He had a lot. He was Mr. Alligator Arm.
He couldn't catch a cold.
He dropped a lot of
really
important
bad.
balls, and he oftentimes would have fumble issues. And after a couple years, wouldn't you know it, he came back with gator arms. You know what I mean? What can I say? He beefed up. He realized he was fumbling. He was having problems catching. He was a little afraid. And wouldn't you know it, all those problems pretty much went away. Now, then he got better and better in lots of other ways. His separation was great. But, no, you got to give people time to learn the game. Devontae was a second-round pick. It took him years. But over and over again, we are a team that is one or two pieces away. And, I know, we'll draft someone. Some young player because it's cheap, and that's just our philosophy. But wouldn't you know, it takes years for rookies to come along. And the Packers have kicked off.
Sorry, I was just.
And the Cowboys have received. They got a good return. Oh my God! Out to the 35. He's tackled at 39.
They didn't even tackle him. He just fell over.
Yeah. good return for the for the Dallas Cowboys there. Our special teams will never be that great.
We can hope. We can hope for the best.
Yeah. There seems to be a problem with the audio for the game, which is all right. We'll figure that out. But here we go. Cowboys 1st and 10. Handoff to not Zeke. Backfield. He is stopped at the line to gain by, I thought Ford was 25. Yes, safety. And they're going hurry up. The Cowboys in the shotgun. 2nd and 9. Dak. Brack backs up. He throws in the flat. And he drops it in the hands. Thank goodness.
It was such a bad one.
Yeah.
It was one of those. He was like surprised the ball.
He flailed it.
I mean, I do like a good flail. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, 3rd and 9. Packers coaches on the sideline trying to rev up the crowd here. So far, no doing.
They're at home.
Yeah.
They're revved. They're all full of cheese and dreams.
10 seconds. He snaps the ball. He's in the shotgun. It's a little pressure, and he throws it to nobody. He had a guy 10 yards deep, but he threw a little behind him. There was some pressure. 4th and 9. They are going to punt. So good 3 and out so far with Green Bay.
So just because I know some of my subscribers are here and may not know, when you basically have 4 chances to move the ball 10 yards. And since they did it, they could just punt it away. So at least the ball's further down the field when the other team gets it back. Did someone get ejected last week?
Yeah. There are some problems. I forget who's thrown out. Yeah, I think who's a Jair with that?
Quay Walker.
Oh yeah, that's right. Our linebacker. That's right.
He shoved the coach. He shoved the opposite team's coach.
Yeah, well, it was an offset of the field kind of thing. Someone was going out of time with the tackle. Just so you know, they are showing footage of Mike McCarthy hugging everyone, Bakhtiari, Rodgers. Oh, what a camaraderie. Okay, Rodgers, 1st and 10. Ball at the 16-yard line, our own 16. Man in motion, Rodgers in the shotgun. Jones next to him. He pitches it to the left with Jones, who goes up the left. Gets about 4 yards. 4 yards.
I know things about sports. Gregory knows all the specifics here, and I just say crazy stuff. That's kind of our vibe. But anyone, it's my channel. You guys know I'm crazy already.
We're having problems with the game for some reason. Pay no attention to the man behind me. Yeah, for some reason there's no audio coming in for our game.
Redmond?
Okay, so now
3.
Rodgers under the center takes a snap and hands it off far right side to Aaron Jones, who looks like he might have had a 1st down there. Pretty close.
I don't know. I only had a 3-yard gain.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So it's about 3rd and 2, it looks like.
You know, it's our first time, so of course things are going to be a little bumpy.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us here. 3rd and 2nd. 3rd and 2. Another pitch to the left. Jones has the room. He has the 1st down. And a little bit more. Kind of hit out of bounds, but not. Yes, he was. Number 6. I think that's maybe. Yes, hit him just out of bounds.
He's having to be escorted.
So maybe there will be an ejection this week, unfortunately, if things keep being chippy.
People getting beefy. Yeah, he's all the way.
Oh, he's well out of bounds. Yeah, from the first thing I didn't look at it, but no, Aaron Jones was a good 2 steps out of bounds when he was hit. Yeah. Well, almost back to the carpet.
Ooh.
So if things are going to get chippy, it's going to start on their end.
Don't act
No end.
surprised. Like you knew where you were.
He did the classic, hitting the man out of bounds and then hands up. Oh no, I did nothing. Just launching himself.
It's like the soccer flail. Like I don't know what happened.
So yeah, we are just about to midfield now. Go back, go.
Yay.
First and 10, Rogers under the center. Play action, hand off to
That's like a 6-yard.
AJ Dillon, excuse me, up the middle for about 5, maybe 6 yards. Showing NFL rankings, the Dallas Cowboys 24th in stopping the rush, but 4th in stopping the pass, 10th overall. So they might be giving it up on the run, but usually it's because they're scoring a good bit up on their opponents.
All right. Go, go.
Okay, 2nd and 6. Rogers under center. A.J. Dillon, the lone setback. Watson in motion, fake to him. Hand off to Dillon on the right side. Gain of about 4. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Yay. Gregory, I've always wanted to ask you this question. You don't have to answer it right now. But you know, like when the quarterback gets the ball right in the thing and they're like going blah 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 and like I think like I don't know what Aaron Rodgers said. It always sounds like he's saying green 15. But like does that have meaning or is this just something they say for like rooting purposes?
Sometimes it can have meaning, but sometimes just they have their own phrase over and over. It's just something they say, it's cadence. The number of times they say something like HUD or something means something, but it changes. 3rd and 2
Got the
3rd and 2 and the shotgun. A.J. Dillon to his right. It's the snap handoff. Dillon up the middle. 1st down.
Has Aaron Rodgers thrown a single ball?
Yes, he is 1 for 1 with 4 yards.
Because like he's only passed the Dillon pretty much.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of handoffs. Thank God. You know they, as we've seen, the Cowboys don't have the best defense of stopping the run, and it's kind of all we can do. Even though it's a tough year for our linemen as well. Yeah, it's like Dillon up the middle. He is fighting his way through. Gets about 5 yards.
Ooh, fighting!
And
Fighting!
there's a scrap. It's getting scrappy.
It's too cold to fight.
Okay, yeah. Well, things are getting scrappy already. 2nd and 5. 10 minutes in to go in the first quarter here. Still nothing to nothing. 2nd and 5. Looks like we are in the shotgun with Aaron Jones to his right. 8-7 on the play clock. 5 on the play clock. Man in motion. Fake off. Throwing. And hit Christian Watson in the hands. High, right in the face. And he drops it. He had good separation. He was running what looked like a 10-yard flat. Showing the replay here. Yeah, he just goes straight in. No, yeah, just doesn't even doesn't have his hands together. It's blur. And that's a lot of drop passes.
He just looked at his hand.
Yeah. Last season we had 15 drop passes. This year we already have 21. So we're not even halfway through the season, and we're a little more, and we've got more drops than ever. Okay, 3rd and 5. Rogers in the shotgun. Drop back, pass.
Oh, he got it that time.
Throws it to Christian Watson's hands again, and Christian Watson dropped it. And the audio's
He didn't catch it?
No.
Oh, he didn't have control, did he?
No. Christian Watson leans out. The ball is again in his hands, and he drops it while falling over. 4th and 5.
Take off the gloves. I think they're slippery.
Christian Watson's whole year has been some good drops. A lot like how the Denver Super Bowl a few years ago. You thought they were winning in Seattle. Very first play, snap over the head, safety, nothing. And then same thing with us.
He missed.
Mason Crosby, 54-yard field goal attempt is no good. Wide right and too low.
I mean, it is a long attempt. 54 yards is pretty long. But like that wasn't even a really good kick for anything. that was an unfortunate kick.
Yeah. Too bad. It's kind of a knuckly low hit kick. Yeah, they're saying in the warm-ups he only had a 53-yarder that he did hit. We went for a 54. There you go. You got something out of it.
I don't know why so many yards. They just do. This is my spirit leaving.
Well, 1st and 10, the Cowboys hand off to Pollard, and it's a pretty good game.
So far, not a lot's happened yet.
NFL rankings for the Dallas Cowboys, they are 11th in the league in rushing, 25th in passing, and 22nd overall. They've certainly put up some good points, unfortunately. Second to 6, Dak in the back. Oh, my goodness. Dak was in shotgun. He throws pretty deep, about 20, 30 yards deep. And Darnell Savage really looks like he was in a good position to intercept that ball, but he might have been held. Oh, yes, he was. His receiver was falling down like this, and as he did, reached back and grabbed Darnell Savage's arm, his left arm, and fell down with him. So Savage had one hand on the ball, and the other arm being pulled down. He couldn't make the interception. They're not calling it an offensive pass interference because he was just kind of falling over. 3rd and 6, Dak in the shotgun, 4 on the play clock. He's got the ball, getting a little bit of pressure, and he throws to the feet of CeeDee Lamb, who was just short of the first down line. Even if he had caught it, maybe he would have been a tackle. But 4th and 6, Dallas will be punting again. Thank goodness. Yeah, they've gone man, thank goodness, the Packers. 5-man rush, got a little bit of pressure to him, but not enough. 4th and 6, Dallas is punting. Hunt is away, and oh my God, Amari Rodgers almost fumbled the catch. He basically kind of hit it off. It bounced, a slight bounce off his own forehead, but he caught it just that easily enough. Oh my goodness!
It was like the "I'm a little teapot" catch.
Just barely got a hold of it, but he did get it.
Really? They had such. Oh, it's misunderstood. The beef between them. There was a lot of beef.
Conversations that could last up to 3 hours long about issues on and off the field. As Rodgers told us, every one of those conversations ended with an "I love you" and a hug.
Yeah, there was a lot of news before that. That Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy were going to be hugging and had to do with fond memories. Plenty of interviews for that reason. 1st and 10, Rodgers in the under the center. He has a handoff to Aaron Jones, who goes off to the left side about the A gap, and he gets about 2 yards. Yeah, 2nd and 8. Well, thank you all for joining us. We know you have a choice in watching. We have been Packers fans for a while, through ups and downs, and it has been unfortunately downward trending for a little while. But gotta support the team. 2nd and 8, Rodgers under center, man in motion, and is Lazard toss to AJ Dillon, who cuts back to the left up the middle.
He got it.
Gets the first down. Gets about 8.5 yards. I hope they don't forget that because they have a tendency to just go right back to the pass for no reason.
He pushed off 3 dudes. The scrappy little guy.
Yeah,
that's Dylan, right?
That's Jones.
Jones, okay. Oh no!
And we got a Cowboy hurt on the play.
I feel like he just got the wind knocked out of him. Or it's I don't know. Is it a girl?
Cowboys Van Der Esch. Leighton Van Der Esch. Oh yeah.
see if he's okay. Injury is a big factor today.
Now they're taking a little break. Let's have a quick look around the league and see what else is going on. I know the Raiders are playing. They are down 7-0 with 1:43 left in the first.
Yeah.
Yes, Devontae's not doing amazing right
Yes,
now.
Devontae Adams left the Green Bay, and they went to the Raiders, and he's not doing good.
Also, currently, the Vikings and Bills are in overtime. The Vikings have scored a field goal in overtime. Must have been their first possession because they are now kicking back to the Buffalo Bills with 3:42 left. So one would assume that must be the Bills getting their first possession, and they can tie it with a field goal, or they can win it with a touchdown. And the Bills got the field goal, or the kickoff return, and here comes Josh Allen. Also, yes, right now the Colts have the ball. It is now second down. They just a quick little short run up the middle against the Raiders.
Spinal fusion surgery back in March, which is incredible. He's playing this year.
Spinal fusion surgery.
Yeah, those the defenders can really go through a lot of.
How do you play with a fused spine?
Probably with some pain. Rodgers first down in the shotgun. Good throw to
Tonyan.
Robert Tonyan. Robert Tonyan finally back. Some good injury. The guy got 8 yards. What?
Lazard.
Yeah, he's out there. He's a little hurt, but he's doing okay. Shortish.
I don't think it's going to be a big, exciting, long pass game. Everyone's kind of hurt, so it's just going to be a lot of short passes.
2nd and 7. Rodgers under center. 5 on the play clock. Lazard in motion. Tosses to Jones, who has got plenty of room. Got the first down. Maybe a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, Jones is having a good day.
Yeah.
It's also cold there. It's only 32 degrees Fahrenheit for everyone in Europe. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I'm sorry. You're going to have to Google it. But it's cold. It's going to snow later. That's like an indication.
Continue to feature Aaron Jones. Continue to feature A.J. Dillon. They want to shorten this game, keep it close, play great defense. Let Aaron Rodgers pick his chances to go over the top.
First and 10, Rodgers in the shotgun. 1 second left on the play clock. Man in motion, hands it off to Dillon, who is dancing in the background, gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Nothing. Didn't get nothing, but it's all right. He didn't lose anything, I guess.
Got stopped on a quick goal to goal line, and then the Bills fumbled the snap. We thought it was over. Vikings recovered from a touchdown. Bill put down a field goal on their overtime. We thought the game ended 3 different times.
All right, 2nd and 10. In the shotgun, hands it off to Dillon, who goes to the right side, gets about 8 yards.
Yay.
It is, and they're doing it with a lot of different schemes. That time it was that 21 pony personnel, meaning Dillon and Aaron Jones share the field at the same time. They motion Jones out. Even Dillon in the backfield, nice play design there. Now Buffalo's got to be happy with these early starts, aside from the 2 drops.
Okay, 3rd and 2. So far, total yards, Cowboys have 5. We have 76. And 64 of them are on the rushing yards. No surprise there. 3rd and 2nd. 2. Rodgers in the shotgun. Moves Jones to the left, and he pitches, and he is swarmed. He's going to be 4th and a loss. 4th and 5, 4th and 6. Great play.
You mentioned it, Lawrence Armstrong. He's right here. You can see Mercedes Lewis trying to get the edge. It's another example of trying to set the edge. Get the ball outside.
That's here.
Lawrence Armstrong does a nice job. He's the contained player who does not allow himself to be reached. He set up this fourth down. Packers going.
And we're going for it. 4th and 5. We are at our own, or we're at their 44, 43. And we're not going to snap it. No.
Bart.
This was all fake. He takes the penalty so that we can move back a bit and get a better play. Okay.
Ooh, he's all angry, the coach. He made a grumpy face and he swore a little bit. Luckily not on a hot mic.
And then he just starts running around. They have design plays to just go deep, knowing it's a free play, and try to take a big shot over the top. But right, the Dallas defense in front. Earmuffs. The coaches on the sideline, everybody's screaming, don't jump.
Not that good.
Punt? No, it's a better punt. So he fields the punt within the side the 10, gets some crazy spins, and gets out about to the 20.
What's on the field?
It's like someone's towel.
Oh. I'm like, is that a log? How did a log get there? Obviously, it's not a log.
Let's give a quick look out here. What else is going on? And it looks like the Minnesota Vikings might be winning this game in overtime. I believe they might have just had a turnover. And yes, I'm not quite sure yet.
Is there a better example of just how fast?
Yes, and it has gone final. The Vikings win 33-30. The Bills were driving, and it looks like an interception. Yes, the Vikings intercepted Josh Allen all the way down at the goal line as they were driving, hoping to score. That's how that happened. Now, the Cowboys got the ball back, and they just made a pass. 2nd down. Looks like they gave a 7-yard pass to CD Lamb.
So in the comments, we were talking about Rodgers pushing the play clock. And he does like to take his time unless he's trying to, like, fake out the other team and cause, like, a penalty, or he's catching up with too many players in the field, etc. So he kind of does a little bit of both. He's very strategic in his passes. I don't know if you had a comment on it. I'm just trying to throw out topics.
Well, we'll cover some more topics during that. So the Cowboys had a hold on the next play.
Tyler Smith, the left tackle. So it's interesting. We mentioned right last year, Rashawn Gary is such a monster as well, one of the best defensive players in the league. How does Green Bay handle life without them? They're never going to replicate that. Yeah,
Rashawn Gary is out for the year. ACL tear. I know how that goes. It is not going to be an easy return. Our defense really was based a lot on getting pressure, and there's a little less. 2nd and 13 now. 2:22 left in the first. Hand off to Pollock, and he got a first down. He got a 15-yard run right up the middle on a draw. That was easy. Here's the update. Patrick Peterson's the one with the interception on the Bills. Damn. Looking over the Vegas game as well. Unfortunately, they've got an injury dealing right now, but Indianapolis is still up 7-0 in the second. Looking else around the league, we'll see what the.
Oh yeah, that was a shitty throw.
Yeah, 1st and 10. The Cowboys throw out in the flat left side. Short gain for about 3. 2nd and 7, I believe, coming. Well, the Tennessee Titans won 17-10 against the Denver Broncos. We look forward to seeing them on Thursday. That'll be done. 2nd and 7. Dak going in the back there, going into a shotgun now. Trips right, 3 out there, man in the backfield. And he hands off to Pollard in the middle, and he gets a good run. About a 5-yard gain right up the middle. And have 3rd and 2, I believe. And they're going up tempo here. 3rd and 1, fake, and Dak Prescott fakes the handoff, runs up the middle, and just falls forward enough for the game. 1st down.
It makes me make sourpuss faces when that happens.
And it looks like we might have a pass coming up here. 1st and 10, and yeah, one of our linemen jumped, and so he had a free play. Dak throws deep down, 21-yard gain to CeeDee Lamb. He had a free play, and he took advantage.
So, for the not sports inclined, basically one of our players was offsides because he jumped the gun before the ball was in play. So they get a free play, and if it went shitty, they got to do it again. If it goes well, they can decline the penalty, and it went well, so they're just going to decline it. And that's pretty much the end of the 1st quarter.
And that's the 1st quarter.
Real excitement here, 0-0.
Well, not quite. No, there's still 6 seconds left. They put some time back on. There'll be at least one more play. Well, no, they're going to start. They are starting. They are running the clock right now.
Yeah.
And also the game with LA and the Cardinals is tied 3-3, with also just starting 2nd. Well, and as they go off to their first commercial break, I want to thank you all again for coming. This Cowboys-Packers game is a little special to me. Years ago, or a decade plus, I asked to finally, I got a chance to go to a Packers game, and it was a Cowboys game. I've got some photos here. Bring one up.
It's going to be Baby Gregory photos.
It's going to be Baby Gregory photos.
So yeah, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I know it's a little different content than you're used to, but I wanted us to watch the game today, so I figured, hey, maybe some of you guys want to watch the game too. If not, you could always just read a book. Like I'm not going to be picky about it. If you want to just hang out and read, that's usually what I'm doing. But I just wanted to have some boyfriend time today.
Yeah, and honestly, this game is broadcast live over 90% of the country, so really only Arizona and Southern California doesn't get it. So we never thought that many folks out and about, but we appreciate you spending your time with us today.
We got the Sunday ticket.
Yeah. So years ago, I and a friend of mine who is a Cowboys fan, unfortunately, did go. And we went to Lambeau Field to see the Cowboys play back when it was not very renovated, very different looking these days. And we had a beautiful time. It was wonderful.
It's Greg's teenage dirtbag.
That's right. You know, I'll get a quick shot of me. But my arms are crossed, upset because I was trying to ask my father to take a photo with the entire statue, not just cut off at his chest, but got a chance to go out to the atrium back in the day. A friend of mine with his Cowboys jersey. Oh, Cowboys fans out already.
Boo.
Exactly. Out at Holmgren Way, can't quite see out the streets as they were. Green Bay, I'm sure, has changed a lot as the game is just now coming back. They're showing a beautiful wide shot of the stadium. Boy, how it has changed since the renovation. Very happy to see it getting up. We've got 61 rushing yards to their 27. So we're doing something. But 1st and 10, Cowboys now. Well, we will see how this one goes. Hand off to Pollard, right up the middle, gain of 3. Maybe a yard and a half. They're showing shots. Yeah, we got 6 men on the line there. Trying to get something, doing less in the middle of the field with our middle linebackers.
Is Bakhtiari hurt again, or is he playing?
Bakhtiari is on a limited snap count.
Oh, well, he's on the opposite of the defense anyway.
Prescott throwing left side to CeeDee Lamb, gain of about 3. It's going to be 3rd and 2, I believe.
He's small for a defenseman. Alexander.
He's a cornerback who's supposed to be. He's probably about 6 foot, maybe a little less, maybe not.
Well, compared to the other beefy dudes.
Yeah, unfortunately, wide receivers these days are just getting taller and bigger. Pollard, 3rd and 4 up the middle. Looks like he is short. It's going to be about 4th and 1. About half a yard.
Pay attention. Thank you. You rounded up your dude. Clean up this boy pile. See where the ball is.
Yeah, they snuck and got that first down. What? I thought I did. Well, there's a flag. 1st and 10. Dak throws deep. Looks like he was just trying to throw it up to anyone. Maybe it's going to be on us. Here we go. No, looks like they caught us. 12 players on the field for us. Kind of thing that Rodgers used to do to people. Hasn't in years, but looks like our coach was on the field as well, trying to call a timeout. But the ball had already been snapped. Yeah, there's our coach not doing enough to stop that play. Oh, well, lost 5 yards. Well, they went for it all and didn't get it. 1st and 5, ball on the 25, our 25. Cowboys are driving. And fake the pitch, rolls out to the right, passes it to his tight end for a gain of 1, 2nd and 4. Let's see how this goes. 2nd and 4. Fake to handoff, throws it the other side to his other tight end, it looks like. And for about a gain of 1.5, maybe 2. We've got a 3rd and 1 coming up, it seems. Another no huddle, 3rd and 1. Dak under the center. He goes for it himself and looks like he gets it. Fights for it and gets it. Yeah, they're talking about, how interesting this must be for Matt LaFleur to be coaching today. Well, you know what? I think Matt LaFleur, plenty of winning seasons, but a really bad track record against elite coaches. And it just shows year after year. I'm not saying McCarthy is one, but it can be. Strange play. Take the direct snap to CeeDee Lamb, who tossed it to Prescott, who then tossed it to Pollard going the opposite direction. So, very strange one. CeeDee Lamb in the Wildcat tosses it to Prescott, who then tosses it the other way to Pollard. Still, the defense picked it up pretty good. Relative short game. Second and 4. Dak under center. Man in motion. And he fakes the handoff. He's got time. He throws it to CeeDee Lamb out in flat, who just picks up the first down out of bounds.
I don't know. His feet didn't cross the line. I guess it's the ball does.
They gave it to him. Yeah. 1st and goal. And Michael Gallup is a little hurt on the floor.
Did he hurt his bottom?
He's sitting on it. Look around the league right now. The Colts are up 10-0 on the lowly Raiders, and still tied 3-3 with 13:07 left in the first half. The Rams and Cardinals. So, like I said, I've been to a good Lambeau Field again. Look how long ago this is. No lack of seats and everything else. They're only a tiny, sad-looking scoreboard. Oh my!
The olden days of the early 2000s.
It just looks terrible. And of course, the fact that I'm showing you in a physical printed photo,
A bit.
very dated everything. But I just couldn't. I was so happy to be there. Loved it. Loved every second of it. But in fact, as I was leaving, I'm like, I might not be as happy again.
Oh my gosh.
But that was a good Packers win. I'm going to look up the date here, but it was a lot of fun. A long drive up, getting to see the game. The area around Lambeau Field has changed a lot. There was only very limited infrastructure back in the day. Only a few stores and shops and just pop-up places to eat and whatnot. But now, once you see the big, beautiful, sweeping shots of Lambeau Field, which I'm not for right now, you just see how wonderful
They got an ice skating rink and probably ice cream.
I'm sure there's ice cream somewhere.
There has to be. If there's not, they're missing out. Maybe tacos. I don't think, Wisconsin's known for their tacos, but if I'm going to a football game, I want a taco and beer. I don't think I'm unusual.
Well, as they keep going along here, I'm just asking you all if you have any questions. Asking you all some questions about what are your all's favorite other teams in the world. I know we're all Packers fans as best we can be, but if you watch a little baseball, a little basketball, a little whatever.
So, Sarah, yes, at I think they call it Titletown, right?
Yeah, I was gonna pull up some photos of it here.
They got a sledding hill. You
Yeah.
can sled and then go see a football game, and they better have beer and tacos. They gotta have beer, and they have cheese. They just have to put it in a shell, and it's a taco.
I love seeing the wide shots of it. I mean, all the extra restaurants and
yeah,
bars and hotels. Yeah. Was it
He's
Michael
going
Gallup?
to the tent.
Gallup might have a bit of a turn injury there on his knee. First and goal. Cowboys under center. Fakes the handoff to Pollock. Throws right. Gets tight end.
No!
Who is open in the flat. Gets about half of it, but get it back to the 3-yard line. Isn't that great?
Ah, you sons of bitches. Who knows? Maybe a miracle could happen.
Yeah.
It's not really a holiday, but it could be a miracle.
Prescott in the backfield. He throws to
Damn
CeeDee
it.
Lamb on the left flat, who gets past 2 defenders and gets in for a touchdown. Yeah, that's just the way it goes sometimes. They Cowboys methodically drove down the field and got finally in. Yeah, he does a little flat route. Then he turns back and
it was a good cutback.
yeah, he cut back and his defenders couldn't turn it and get the tackle. It's too bad.
I love the sideline outfits they wear because they have these big coats that go all the way to the ground. So they have like walking tents they wear, and I love it. Like if you have the opportunity to wear a cape, you wear the cape.
Yeah, we had the first quarter to try and get our stuff together and drive and pass as much as we could. We couldn't. Once again, like a lot of games recently, we could have already been up to a bit of a lead if we had our offense in swing, but couldn't. Our defense kept an offense at bay a little bit, but can't hang on forever. So yeah, it begins. But
It begins.
here's hoping that Rodgers can get things going down the field. And yeah, to answer your question, yeah, they're really pushing the play clock down there. There's no question. It was really seemed to be a problem last week, even in against the Lions, where we were just really trying to milk the clock, get it down as far as we could, seemingly because we were trying to read the defense and see what they're in. No, it looks like people were just barely getting into motion, barely coming around. And, yeah.
Unless, like, the other team has an extra player on the field still, and then, like, Aaron's like, ah! Like, it's like a full tattletale thing where he sees him and he's like, he snaps the ball really quick so they get a penalty and he gets a free play. Like, he's, like, the master of that, like, being a petty bitch.
Yeah, he is very expressive with what he sees going on.
Oh my gosh, every time something goes wrong, they zoom in on his face because he's giving side eye. Like, every time is.
Yeah, and he knows it.
Every time. The most exaggerated side eyes ever.
No, I remember watching once on the Pat McAfee show, and they were saying, you just know, you know, the camera's always on you. Every side eye, every look you give, everyone knows. Everyone knows. But what can I say? I'm sure there's plenty of times the camera isn't on him. One would think that they would release footage from all the cameras. There's always a camera on a coach. There's always a camera on a player, certain players. And they sometimes go back, while we were away, here's a shot of how angry everyone was.
Soccer.
Yeah, there is a European soccer commercial. Quick look around the league again. Still 3-3, 11-33 in the Rams and Arizona game was the Cardinals game. And still the Colts are up 10-0 on the lowly Raiders. Coming back now at the game, we are about to receive our kickoff.
I love like the camera shot where they do the whole field and there's like.
Yeah, no, that sky cam.
We're earning our Emmys this week, boys.
There was a game last week where the sky cam broke and they had to wait like good 10, 15 minutes to get it down from all the wires.
He leaped over a guy.
Well, yeah, number 25, our cornerback, who has got a lot. Joe Nixon, I don't remember. Our cornerback who gets a lot of penalties and not a lot of great plays. Our backup cornerback, number 25, had a pretty good return there.
He leaped.
Regardless, there is a flag on the play.
Boo. Okay.
Holding on us.
On us? Fuck you.
Way to go, special teams. Yeah, holding on the special teams. Why not?
I stand by me yelling "fuck you." I don't take it back.
Okay, 1st and 10. Rodgers under center.
Let's go. Let's go. Scary.
Bad looking.
To no
weird.
one.
Oh, okay. Lazard was out wide, and Rodgers goes to throw it, just kind of holds it for a second, seemingly not like a pump throw, just kind of clutched. I think he didn't get the laces. Yeah, he doesn't have the laces right. He was holding it weird. He turns it just a little.
Oh, he's got a thumb, boo-boo.
Yeah, nice shot out close up on his thumb. Clearly, the thumb's been a problem all year. I mean, last week especially, a lot of throws just low and high all year long, especially last year. Once the thumb was hurt.
So what's up with his thumb?
He hurt it in England. In a Hail Mary that shouldn't have been thrown because we should have been winning.
How is it hurt?
And he throws out to the left flat and gets Jones for a gain of about 7. When Rodgers was trying to throw a desperation Hail Mary at the end of the game in London, he goes to throw the ball back, and a defender, I forget his helmet or a hand, hits him and just knocks it back and fumbles the ball out. So he
is it like sprained or?
Yeah, he's not broken because he's certainly broken his thumb before, but it's just a bad sprain for several weeks now, over a month. And yeah, I think it's definitely affecting his accuracy. 3rd and 3, Rodgers in the shotgun. Jones to his left. He is milking that clock again all the way down to 3, but he gets the snap away.
Oh, fart!
And he is sacked and he fumbles it. We might recover it, but it looks like the Cowboys might get this ball on our 10. Yeah, the immediate strip sack came in and just hit Rodgers' arms down, and they're saying that the Cowboys have the ball. No surprise coming there. Yeah, Rodgers was stepping up in the pocket.
Don't get away from our fans. No.
Rodgers was stepping up in the pocket, but Rodgers got dirt all over his face mask.
Yeah, because he got tackled by the fucking face.
Yeah, he thought he could step up and have, but no, he had two guys coming on him right away. It
Yeah,
was number
he fucking
90,
oh, damn it.
Lawrence. Yeah, he definitely fumbled it right away before he even got to the background. Oh, well.
Then he was down. People were on his helmet. So.
Curse came up with it last. It's Cowboys ball.
Boo.
So the team that leads the NFL in sacks gets a 1 there.
Lead the NFL in sacks. Isn't that nice?
Feeling good. Even if he was up at 4 a.m. drinking a lot of coffee, as Aaron told us earlier. Now, Cowboys up 7. Look at this opportunity. First and goal after the fumble. And the turnover to the team that never used to turn.
But he's got his winter cape on.
Yeah, we are turning the ball over plenty of times these days.
He got his thumb hurt more, though. They're playing with his thumb.
Yeah, Rodgers got his big he's that sad little face look.
He's making an
They're
owie face.
they might just be checking it out, but whatever.
He made an owie face. As I get older, I just want to give everyone an orange slice and tell them they did a good job.
Well, first and goal, Cowboys hand off up the middle, but stopped at the line of scrimmage for looks like almost no gain.
See the end of this play.
And let's have a look and see if there is any injury here. Rodgers.
Oh, yeah, he kind of fell out of his hand.
Yeah, it looks like he got his as he was falling. Oh! Okay, so when the guy went in and caused the fumble, he actually grabbed Rodgers' thumb. He actually grabbed him by the thumb, caused the fumble. And then as he was falling, so he hit it again. All right, second and goal. Prescott, fake, running right. Looks like he runs out of bounds for a loss of a few. Technically a sack, I guess. We're showing it again. Not only that, and as he's falling, someone hits his thumb directly again. And just like last week, someone goes to try and help him up from that hand, and he doesn't let him. In fact, last week, it looked like he really hurt his hand by someone helping him up. He was helping him with both hands, and as soon as he got up, it was being helped by his line. He goes, it wasn't a hit. 3rd and 9. Dak Prescott. Interception! Dak Prescott! Oh, and number 20's got some running room. And he's run out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. So Dak was in the shotgun. He threw an interception right at the goal line to number 20. Ford, yes.
I was so happy. Our defense pulls off some great plays sometimes. I always have good things to say about our defense. Yes, you can't have this ball. He takes it and he rows away with it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Way to go, Pack.
That was exciting.
Go, Pack, go. Bang on that drum all day, as they say. Looking around the league again, still tied 3-3 with 10:28 left in the first half. Cardinals at Rams, and still 10-0. The Indianapolis Colts at Raiders.
Yeah, it's not really an exciting day of football games.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of bye weeks now. So they used to be 3 or 4 games in the late slot, and now it's just 3. One or two here and there.
Well, even the early games, I think. Well, the Bills-Vikings game was pretty high scoring, but a lot of them are just.
Yeah, some cold days have brought slower momentum.
Yeah, and I know the Packers play on Christmas if they're playing at Miami, so maybe it's not going to be snowing there. But they play Green Bay on New Year's Day, so maybe there could be a little New Year's snowy game. I'm waiting for our first snow game.
Well, regardless, let's see if we can turn this into something. One would hope. We got a pretty good return there. If you are Packers fans, I'd love to hear what you all are thinking of the team and what should be done. It's been unfortunately a lot of comedy of errors. I found a link here. I'm going to share a little later, but Kurt Warner, the quarterback extraordinaire, has a YouTube channel of his own where he broke down some film and showed basically, some pretty defining plays from last week. What was really going wrong with our offense? And yeah, just chaos. I encourage you to go watch it. I'll put up a link later. But as Kurt Warner did a pretty good job explaining, it just seems like no one is doing their job to a great extent. There was a very common problem of receivers seemingly running the wrong routes, seemingly covering each other up and not being where they should be, and falling over. Almost every play we found receivers falling over when they shouldn't have. And then, of course, eventually pressure would force Rodgers into a quick throw as well. So it was never always one thing. It was always four things. Just what it was. Pretty similar to what Rodgers said before. First and 10. Rodgers under center, hands off to A.J. Dillon on the left side, gets about 1 yard, but they couldn't drag him down and stop him. Showing the replay here, it looks like they're saying there's a miscommunication.
He's going to get right behind Dalton Schultz. Schultz has to clear, and then he's going to run the cross. Do you see how flat Dalton Schultz
Yeah, just stepped right in.
I'm behind you. You got to go.
Yeah, there's a little talking with the wide receivers saying, you're supposed to be in front of me, you're behind me. They were just covering each other up, and then easy for a defender to be right in front. Okay, 2nd and 8. Rodgers under center. Good sign for his thumb. Milking the clock again. Handoff to Jones on the left side, who gets the first down and seemingly got face mask. Yes, there's the play. There's the call.
His whole head was going the opposite direction from his body.
Yeah, Jones was really getting Jones was getting some separation. They got pulled by the face mask. It's a good shot of Jones excited and he's pulling him from behind the helmet.
It's the underside of the helmet. You don't grab people's helmets.
Fouls by both teams. We were holding. Bakhtiari was holding. God. Ugh. Offsetting penalties. So there goes everything. Damn.
Boo.
Let's watch Bakhtiari, and and it was on that side too.
He's such a bro.
And it's not like he was away from the play. He was running to Bakhtiari. It didn't look really great. He was kind of, you could tell he was kind of holding on a bit. Regardless, 2nd and 8. Again. Under center, toss right to Dillon, who has some room and gets close to the first down. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 1.
7 more there.
Yay. Dillon's having a great game. Again, like, so many wide receivers are hurt. So he doesn't really have a lot of options.
If you go back to the game last week against Detroit, they had 389 yards. They moved the ball. They just couldn't score. Yeah, three turnovers in the end zone, in the red zone. That was the story of that game. We were there last week up in Detroit.
Okay, 3rd and 1. Rodgers under center. Again, all the way down the play clock. Fake. He's going for it all. The deep pass. Watson. He got him! He's got him in the breadbasket. He hit it! Touchdown! Packers! Christian Watson with a backflip. And he didn't hurt himself. No flag. No nothing.
Woo! We forgive him for dropping all those passes earlier.
There it is. Let's watch the replay. He gets a good release. He's got a good 3 yards. Just drops it. Looks beautifully behind him. Drops it right in his arms. He had to look over too. He had to drift. Good catch, Watson. The defender almost tackled him, but fell down, and Watson was drifting, almost stepped out of bounds, but definitely not close. Mason Crosby kicked up, and we are tied 7-all.
Woo!
I don't want to play. I want to bang on the drum all day. There it is. They're showing the replay. They're showing the replay of him dropping the first
but
play of the year. But he got it that time. A little redemption.
That was like a Devontae Adams pass.
Just dropped it perfectly in the bread
because
basket.
they played so much together. Like Aaron Rodgers throw a ball and Devontae would just do this, boop, boop. It would just fall into his hands. It was one of those.
Yeah. Speaking of the Raiders did just score, maybe to Devontae. They're showing a replay. Derek Carr rolling right, throwing to a tight end who catches a falling play. So it looks like right now the Colts are still up 10-7 over the Raiders. And also looking over, still 3-3 with 7 left in the first.
Well, it seems like Green Bay's getting their shit together.
A little bit.
It's the leopard print energy. I gave it to them.
But we are trying to keep this party rolling best as possible here. Go Pack Go. Well, wouldn't you know it? When I went to see them play the Cowboys in stadium all those years ago, I couldn't believe they still just play the song, bang on the drum all day. Oh my goodness. Might as well just be
I think if you have the rights to it, they're just going to play the shit out of it.
I don't know. And, it's like, fine. You know what? It grows on you if you hear it over and over again. But it was so great to be in a stadium full of Packers fans as they were cheering it on. The whole game I was there just talking about defensive players and who's drafted this and that. But, yeah, it's tough being a Packers fan sometimes, but usually fun, usually exciting. We can traditionally put up a lot of points. Hasn't been so much this year or even last, but usually a fun game, win or shine. Yeah. I just don't know if the organization, the front office, most people are complaining about, can really get things together with it. But we'll see. Kind of happy not to have an owner, kind of not sometimes. We'll see. But hey, we're doing better. Thank you all for staying with us and keeping an eye on what's going on in Packer world. It's still a lot of game to go. But as I was saying in that breakdown before, it just our offense is just having some issues. Not right now. Showing a replay of some of the better highlights of the Packers and Cowboys history. Of course, our playoff win they're showing is always a highlight. Beautiful shot of Lambeau. Oh my God, I always love it. I'm gonna put that up myself.
Yay!
Yeah, that's just saying you have to feel good for Christian Watson.
He's wearing his winter cape and he caught a ball finally. Good
Get that monkey off his back. They say it's 32 degrees out. Feels like 25 with the wind. What a cold day. Yeah, yesterday I was watching college football games, middle of the day, and all across the South they have coffee, hot chocolate, even cold, even chicken broth in those benches. See, they're talking about A.J. Dillon doing a great job, of protection. You're right. A.J. Dillon in that last play, he takes the hand off, but immediately gets to blocking, and he needed to. He gets a little chip on a defender because someone went right by our left guard. No surprise. But he had just enough time, Rodgers, to throw a nice arching pass that would get there in time because pressure was only going to get worse. Way to go, Pack. Go, Pack, go. All right, 1st and 10. Cowboys. Dak under center. Snap. Handoff to Pollard, who stops, stutters, and gains 2 yards off the right side. Yes, World Cup. 7 days away. I wonder how Greece will do. Hopefully well.
USA versus Wales? I don't really know how the World Cup works.
I forget which draw we're in, but we're playing Wales. I think Wales beat Ukraine, actually, unfortunately.
Did it? There's the team in Wales, I think there's multiple teams, but that's the one that Ryan Reynolds bought?
No, they're not in Premier League, I think.
Yeah, but they bought a team.
2nd and 8. Cowboys the shotgun. He's dancing. He's looking around. Throws to. Oh, no. It looks like the receiver fell down, but there is now a flag. Holding. Pass interference is going to be on us. Looks like it's going to be on Rasul Douglas. Here we go. Let's watch the replay here. Looks like they're in man. Rasul push. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got his whole head.
13, their wide receiver did a double move where he goes forward and just stops and goes forward, but Rasul Douglas was caught looking in the backfield. So he goes to bite, and the receiver actually goes. And so as Rasul Douglas stops, he actually is trying to stop, hits his arm on him. We still, as our fourth penalty for 25 yards.
Boy.
First and 10, Dak in the shotgun, takes the handoff, hands it off to Pollard, who gets about 5, maybe 6 yards. But yeah, he had a lot more room for more. Number 24, I forget his first name. He had a great open field tackle.
He's way off the screen here, back about 12, 15 yards. And he
kept flying in, yeah. 2nd and 6, hurry up. Dak in the shotgun. He hands off again to Pollard, who is stopped in the backfield and maybe lost half a yard. Very good. Very good. Good immediate fast penetration.
We got good defense.
Defensively, as Dallas goes quick, and now actually there's an injury.
Oh no!
Dante White.
Wyatt,
Wyatt, excuse me.
Oh no!
Yeah, the rookie lineman out of Georgia is
first round draft pick out
He's got a
of
boo
Georgia.
boo.
3rd and 6 when we return.
see much there.
Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate.
But yeah, no surprise there. I think he was holding his hand.
I don't know, gut or balls.
They'll all come together eventually.
Something hurt. Something's hurt.
Yeah, no, it's a game of games here. Keep an eye on how things are going. Love to be in Lambeau even on a cold day. Love seeing the additions. I was watching an interview with Rogers a while back. He was talking about the stock sale, and he said back in, 2010, 2009, I guess it was 2011, when they did the last stock sale, before it was previous, and they added the larger scoreboard, and they added the additional seats up in the corners. Rogers said he was very happy to see it because it cut down on the wind. There was less swirling wind. It was a little easier to throw the ball later in the year. Oh, that's good to hear, but it's also easier for the other team to throw the ball. And when I was a kid, everyone always said, oh, you can't come into Lambeau late in the year. It's, oh, the wind's crazy. It's cold. You don't know what's happening. Only the Packers will have it in an advantage there. Well, Michael Vick put it into that, unfortunately. A running quarterback is a pretty good topper for a cold, windy day. But then, of course, other quarterbacks can come in and do their own thing regardless. We've been losing plenty late in the year in Lambeau. So, they've made it a bit more hospitable, but maybe a little easier to pass. Still, we got to love seeing the additions to the stadium. Looking around the league again, let's see. Yep, still 13-7. In Vegas, Raiders are still doing their thing. And still tied 3-3, but with the 2-minute warning here for LA and the Cardinals.
We mentioned earlier the play Rudy Ford made. He's about
Rudy
40
Ford.
yards deep.
Yeah, he's back safety coming back, and he just really played that last run well. Okay, 3rd and 6. Yards per play, we are at 6.4, whereas the Cowboys are at 3.4. 3rd and 6, here we go. 15 on the play clock. Dak in the shotgun, hands off to Pollard. He's got some room, but he is tackled just short. 4th and 1 is looking like it. On their own 42. They're going hurry up. They might go for it here. Yeah, 3 minutes left. Wait, timeout. Us. Timeout Green Bay.
It did look like we were all in a little pile.
4th and 1 once they
I
return.
don't think very many people on our side were where they were supposed to be.
Yeah, no, take the time.
We're like,
If we can make a stop here, that would be terrific. My goodness, we're practically already in field goal range. Well, we shall see. Again, thank you all for joining us. We're happy to be here with you. Some of the already completed games around the league. The Falcons lost to the Panthers. What was that Thursday night game? This morning in Germany, it was a close one for a minute.
Germany?
Yes, and this morning the Seahawks played against the Buccaneers in Germany in Berlin this week.
I thought we only had a London game.
We were playing London, and this was the first game in Germany. Yeah, they're expanding. I think they said they're going to try and do 4 games a year in Germany now, and also 4 games a year in London. But yes, that was an early game, and the Buccaneers looked good. They were up early and pushing a good lead. And then in the end, the Seahawks scored a couple quick shots towards the end and had a chance to score and go down and win it, but I believe fell just short. Earlier today, the Jaguars lost convincingly to the Kansas City Chiefs, 17-27. The Browns, who started off with a promising year, scored only 17 at Miami, who put up 39. So 17-39 Miami victory over the Browns. This game was close at the beginning, but got a little out of hand, and then a little close again, I believe. 16-24, the New York Giants at home take out the Houston Texans. What we were hoping for might have been a nice upset, a little finding some weaknesses. Because next week we play Tennessee, but no, Tennessee beat Denver 17-10. And oh my, I didn't see the score until now. What was a large scoring game? I know Chicago was up a bit. The Detroit Lions beat Chicago 31-30. It shows the hierarchy of the NFC North. Back to the game here. They're showing shots of Mike McCarthy way. You win a Super Bowl, you get a streak. It's true.
It's like the part of winning the Super Bowl prize you don't hear about.
Yeah, that's right. I've been at Holmgren way, and now there is a Mike McCarthy way. 4th and 1. They are going for it. In the shot. Oh, Dak Prescott. He doesn't get it. Oh, he might have fallen forward. It was Dak Prescott was going for a quarterback sneak, but he was stopped up. He was up. They got no push. But then as he rolled right, he kind of fell forward. There's no telling when they stopped it. They're definitely going to review this. Yep, they are stopping.
Oh, hey, it's a female referee.
Yeah, they've had more and more.
I'm assuming gender, but,
It looks really close.
So, yeah, here's a shot again. Dak Prescott go no push. He ran right into his back, into his lineman. And Pollard comes in to push him. I think he probably fell forward enough. They might review it.
They're going to go get the stick.
Because they stopped him for almost a full second. But there wasn't enough time to blow the
stick.
legs on.
So they got to stick with a chain on it to measure.
It looked immediately bad. Stretching it out. He's got it. Oh! I think he's got it. Yeah, he got it by a centimeter. We have a visitor. It is our dog, Batman. Let's see if I can get this out of here. We're letting him sleep. He's a good 10-year-old boy. There he is. Good. There he is. Good boy. I'm going to sit this way. I don't want to watch.
He's just going to have a nap.
That's
just wants
right.
some energy.
Thank you for joining us, Batman. 1st and 10. Dak in the shotgun. That would have been nice to stop him. And he's got some pressure, but he throws it away to a man in the flat. Oh, it looked like we could have gotten an interception, but he threw it too high. Good boy, Batman. Big yawn. You can see his tongue. This is our boy Batman. He is a pit bull lab mix. He's about 10 years old, and he's tired. We have a total of 140 yards, whereas the Cowboys have a total of 104. 2nd and 10, Dak in the shotgun. 2:34 left in the first half. Goes too high. Jair Alexander was behind him, but unable to get the interception. Too tall of a pass. No safety back there.
Jair Alexander, he's clearly the best secondary defender He sees this route coming the entire way.
He's been doing a lot of naps today. He's a little
Oh, it was
tired.
right off his fingertips, Alexander. It was too high, but he did hit it. Not just fingertips, his bottom. But 3rd and 10. They are hurrying up. Dak
Oh,
Prescott in the
gosh.
shotgun. And another timeout by us.
I'm sorry, they got all ready to go and they just have to stop.
Second time out. Testing out track shoes here today. Got a couple of those.
He's been on the field that earlier. I mean, he was almost to the numbers on the 12 minutes.
I think it was about that.
I know, it's hard to tell. This is the head over here. This is just that butt.
But no Rashawn Gary, no Devondre Campbell, all pro last year. Gary's the best pass rusher, the best in the league. Chris Barnes, another linebacker, starting quality out. Eric Stokes, starting cornerback, is out. I mean, injuries all across the board. And they had a one long drive, but Joe Barry's defensive unit is finding a way to make it tough on Dallas today.
Absolutely. At the start of the show, we mentioned.
Yeah, we are dragging it out, making it a tough game, but we kind of have a history of that. There's plenty of teams, even last week. I mean, the Lions have put up tons of points on lots of teams. They didn't put up that much on us, but certainly enough to win. Total plays. The Cowboys have had 33 to our 22, and the time of possession is exactly even, 13:45 each. There's a lot of parallels, not just the score. 3rd and 10, Dak in the shotgun. He's scanning. He's staying in the pocket. He's throwing, intercepted! Ford again! He's got a great return. He's at the 30. He's at the 24, 22, out of bounds, with 2:20 left in the first half.
Look at you.
Ford, another interception.
Mr. Steal Your Ball.
Take that.
Yeah.
If only we had stopped on the 4th down. Well, it doesn't matter. We got it now in better field position. CeeDee Lamb running an up and in, and just he didn't even look around enough. He looked like he was going for a post corner. It looks like CeeDee Lamb was going for the corner route when he was supposed to stay on a flat route and just take a straight right. And number 20 just stepped right in front and immediately had it. Just immediately had 20 yards to run. Beautiful play. Go, Pat, go.
Yay.
2:20 left in the first half.
Mr. Steal Your Ball.
Okay, here we go. 1st and 10. Rodgers under center at the 24. Tosses it, pitches it over to the right for Jones, who gets about 3 yards.
Couple yards.
Maybe 4. Rudy Ford. That's right. That is true.
He started 4 games last year for Jacksonville, played the most I think he ever had, but today, with all the injuries, he's been kind of the center field safety, and he's doubled his career interceptions.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL, you don't know when your opportunity is going to come, and oftentimes opportunities come, unfortunately, because of injuries. And he's getting a lot of looks back there. He's making
3 tackles today, 2 interceptions. 2-minute warning. Oh, you know what? That pass might have been deflected. Yeah. Okay. Still an interception, but yeah, with that replay, we can finally see that pass was actually deflected. It had a good of a wobble to it. But, still, good interception. Good interception.
Yay.
Looking around the league again. Let's see. Well, there has been a score. It looks like the Cardinals have scored a touchdown. They are up now 10-3 with 1:34 left. There you go. Getting back to our previous scores, the Saints lost to. I'm sorry. The Saints did lose at home on the road at Steelers. Yes, 10-20. And as we were discussing before, unfortunately, the Vikings won in overtime, 33-30 over the Bills. No joy in Mudville. Looking forward to this halftime. Hopefully, we can go up, scoring a little something out there. So far, it looks like our offense is trying to rise to the occasion. They are playing better on a better field, better crowd. We shall see how this goes. 2-minute warning. Hoping for the best. We're a little less than inside the 20.
You know, like we're not like completely embarrassing ourselves. So
Yeah,
there's
so
that.
far so good.
I was expecting to be embarrassed more than I am.
So far, Rodgers is 4 for 6, 73 yards, an average of 18.3 yards per pass. That was even sacked once with a quarterback rating of 147.9. That is almost perfect.
Yay.
158 point something. Jones has 49 rushing yards on 9 attempts.
And the officials here, I'm not sure Mike Pereira suggests maybe it's about 20 men on the field for the defense. We could confirm that.
Looks like
Also
there's
thought that Aaron Jones
a little huddle with the refs and the coach and Matt LaFleur right now.
Here's what we do know. Packers with the football.
Beautiful nighttime shot of Lambeau Field. It is a dark suburb right now. Nothing but lights on the field and practice field. Beautiful night. So yes, the starting quarterback for the Cowboys has a concussion. Nice to see. Oh goodness, Rodgers ran bootleg right into pressure. Still got the ball away to Robert Tunyon from behind the, but yeah, lost yards on the play. And there's a flag. And someone's hurt? My God, chaos.
Chaos. Wombat energy.
Defensive holding. Good to hear. All right, first down. 5-yard gain, but first down.
Phew.
Hold on, Lazard. Yeah, he wasn't there.
Yeah, like
he was holding him all the way down the field. Wasn't giving him a release.
No one's defending Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that was a bad play. Rodgers faked right and went to boot left, and immediately someone was there. He had to pitch it quickly, and it was hit. It was just crashing midair.
Defensive linemen have one job.
Okay, 1st and 10. Milking the clock again. Down to 5. One man, Jones in the backfield. No, Dylan in the backfield. Yes, Jones. Jones up the front. Yeah, I got a 5-yard gain up the middle. You know, not a lot of need to throw the ball too much here. I'd say keep running it. But the Cowboys are calling a timeout. Yes. Cowboys calling their first timeout here with 1:48 left in the first half.
They're really dragging it out.
Why is it looking at? Well, I'm not a cat expert because we don't have a cat. I'm telling you.
Five commercials.
My stomach is growling so much. I don't know if it's getting picked up on camera, but it was so
That
loud.
was we were getting a little hungry.
We keep seeing food commercials too. Like they showed pizza.
I always say pizza commercials always get me on game day.
And then they were showing apples, so like, hey, you know, they're showing something healthy too. There's that.
We all wish we could have like a replay system in our houses.
It kind of depends.
Okay, 2nd and 5 here.
Those are the challenges. 2nd down and 5. 1:48 to go that.
Jones up the middle. Good handoff. He's got the first down. Touchdown! Great run. He cut back from right to left, had plenty of room, pretty much untouched all the way into the end zone. 13-7 Packers. Dun, 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 dun.
I am so happy. Okay, so Aaron Jones and Ford, I don't know his first name, on the defense are having an amazing game today.
Yeah, we've got stars on each. Jones had a wonderful fall into the end zone moment.
He leaped in a way that he got to like fly for a second. So, you know, the whimsy was wonderful. Yay.
Thank goodness. 2 good interceptions and 2 good responses.
Cowboys lead here tonight.
Yay! Look at us.
Shots of everyone being happy with the coach for the first time in a while. I needed that.
Aw.
All right, go Pack, go.
He's
All
gonna
right.
get 2 slices of pizza at the after party.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, it's a good start. Let's see how the rest of this one goes. Ray plays.
Yay! Very excited.
And right up the middle, 12-yard rush touchdown. Love it. Oh, wonderful. Well, let's see if we can keep that going because, we've had a pretty bad turn these last several games. And to lose to 2 very bad teams, dare I say, the Commanders and Lions, one would assume it would be impossible for us to pick up another game. And plenty of pundits across ESPN and beyond have said the same thing. I don't want to say it out loud, but while we might not be able to beat some teams, or most, some teams will lose. You know what I mean? There are some teams that will beat themselves. You know what I mean? We don't have to beat everyone. Eventually, someone's going to show up and not play that great. So
Someone's gonna shit the bed. Is that?
that is. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a commercial on, and all of a
That's
sudden,
ex-girlfriend,
yes,
right?
there's an ex-girlfriend of one of ours in a commercial. That happens sometimes. We live out in LA, and sometimes we see people in commercials.
Oh, so it's like, I know that
I
hair.
was like, I know that person. Yeah.
I know that mama hair.
I did improv years ago, and almost everyone in my improv is now in that class is now commercials all the time. But all right, go Pack, go! Looking good, 14-7.
That's crazy.
Looking else around the league here.
Any updates for the Rams?
They're going into halftime, and
Ooh.
the Rams gave up another score. My goodness, in what was a very slow-moving game.
A lot.
Yeah, and
Last time we checked, it was like 3-3, right?
No, it was 10-3 last time, and now the Cardinals have scored again. It is now 17-3
Yikes.
at halftime, and it is 13-7 still.
Colts and the Raiders.
Exactly.
I want to see a Lambeau lead.
Led the Green Bay touchdown, so that is the story.
All right.
Now
Okay.
Dallas with 2 timeouts, won plenty of time here in this first half.
Wasn't a very good kick at all.
Short kick by Crosby. That's not a great sign.
That wasn't Crosby. Was it Crosby?
Is there a fumble? Give it a second. No, it looked like he'd been down for a while.
They're wrestling though.
There's a short kickoff with a return.
Let's see who's got it at the end.
I think Dallas.
Yeah.
You're saying Dallas has got it still. Yeah, Dallas still has the ball. Let's see what we can see with the replay.
See Hendershot here, the tight end, not used to.
Oh, it came out.
It was a fumble. It was certainly.
Oh, but he recovered.
Yeah, but it went right to the guy's arms. It was like,
Yikes.
Yeah, Luke Gifford got it. Right place, right time. And so almost a disaster for the Cowboys. Now 1:37 to go, 2 timeouts. They rush to the line. See if they stay in tempo here for this drive. It's been good for them.
I think if you're down, so you got to be aggressive here. You got 2 timeouts. You're good in this up-tempo style 2-minute drill.
It's coming. Prescott has it blocked from the near side. Has a completion. And it's CeeDee Lamb, who shoved that about at the 40.
Okay, 2nd and 3 here. They're going a bit of a hurry up. They're at the 41-yard line, their own 41. 2nd and 3, shotgun pass. CeeDee Lamb has the first down. 2 midfield, excuse me.
That was the first time, like, someone's name was McDuffie, but they made a little tiny C on the back of his outfit.
Is not so much of a factor in that midfield.
Yeah.
Dallas hurries to the line, not using a timeout yet. See if he did have the catch.
Yeah, nice job there by Schultz. Gets his hands on
Oh boy, okay. Lost yards.
Nicely done, and now the Cowboys will use a timeout with 1 remaining. And we find out what's coming up at the half.
Yes, happy veterans celebrations to the song.
Guys, like,
Yeah.
ah,
Jimmy Johnson in the
he's
background
having
looking
the
odd,
best time.
running around, high-fiving everybody. Sorry,
I'm sorry, we're too much. I'm too much for you. He's looking at us like, do you mind?
okay, 45 seconds left in the first half here.
This Veterans Day weekend, thank all of those.
I'd like to thank you all for joining us just before halftime here. Go Pack Go community, still alive.
Where they are right now is where Monner hit from the pregame warm-up field goal line.
Draw up the middle. He gets a good play, but not that much. Not enough for a first down. It'll be a 3rd and 1, but 30 seconds left now.
I mean, he was
They're-
really pushing. So.
Yeah, they're not taking their last time out. It's 3rd and 1. They're just hurrying up to the field. Snap off. Prescott throws. Man wide open. My God.
Ah!
Down to the 5-yard line.
Son of a whore.
Take a timeout with 19 seconds left. There's the drive they needed.
Boo.
Yeah. Hindsight's 2020. It'd be nice if we could have scored and not given them any time to respond, but here we are.
Yikes.
1st and goal, 19 seconds left.
We still have like a whole other half. A lot of football left.
I've missed this before, but thank you so much. Yeah,
Yay.
yeah. We got Packers fans all over, but we're not watching the Rams today. It's hard to find it. Prescott throws it away.
You're trying to go for it.
14 seconds left.
Ooh, boy.
Risk not being able to run it in for a touchdown. You're right here on the borderline of whether you got tackled inbounds. Could you get up there?
Oh, my tension in my body.
Okay, here they go. Coming up to the 6-yard line. They are in shotgun. He's got Pollard next to him. I haven't seen Zeke today. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't care. All right, he takes a snap. He's looking around. He's got some pressure, wide open, tight end.
You
Touchdown.
bitch.
There you go. Tie ball game going into halftime at least. Damn it.
Well, maybe we'll stop there. Boo.
Yeah, boo indeed.
No, there's still a lot of football left.
You see Dalton Schultz, he's just going to run a simple drag route. He's just going to outrun the coverage.
How are we watching? Yes, we are a little behind. We are watching from NFL Sunday Ticket. Yes, we don't get the live feed out here on Fox because the Rams game is on.
Yeah, we're like, basically this game is live nationally for everybody except Arizona and Southern California. We're the only people who don't get it live. But hey, Steph, thanks for coming and hanging out.
Thanks so much.
I'm a basketball guy.
Yeah, we're just trying to enjoy the day, no matter the score, how it turns out.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you. Earl, who's ready for the Jazz?
Looking around here, the league. I suppose it might be halftime. No. Yeah, so I guess they're on the other end of halftime. The Indianapolis and Vegas game is on the other end of halftime already. Still 13-7, Indy. They're about halfway through their third.
Green Bay and what Green Bay was going to do, and here's why they had to think about it, because they've not been good. They're the worst in the NFL in this situation, and you're right. They'll take the Aaron Jones touchdown, but they let it right back up in a hurry. Of course.
Yeah, it's nice to take the touchdown, but yeah, it left a little too much time on this clock for them.
2 minutes of the first half, the first 2 minutes of the second half. That's a critical time in the game, and something Green Bay you don't see a lot with.
There's a bit of a lag time on us, but there's also lag time when you're streaming too. So I think it's being multiplied.
8 seconds left. Packers will get the ball and start the third quarter. By the way, here's Nixon going to run it out. Nothing to lose.
Okay, Nixon's got a nice return here, but no, he's starting to go backwards
Oh
now.
gosh.
Don't fumble it. 25. Nah, he just ran back and forth. But that's your halftime there.
14-all. Cowboys in Mike McCarthy's return, and the Packers are all square. And stay tuned for the
Yes, they are.
show coming up after these messages.
Well, let's put a few stats up here on the screen real quick. Let you guys get a chance to see a little bit of what's going on. Looking okay. Obviously, all knotted up. Rodgers, his completion rate went down from the last time we had a look. Goodness. Oh, that's Prescott. What am I looking at? Aha. Not that unhappy that Prescott's not having the greatest statistical day. Yeah, I guess Rodgers doesn't even score fast since. Yeah, plenty of rushing yards. Happy to see it going, but and I always encouraged to see Christian Watson a little make-up touchdown catch there. Get one, get it. Of course, Crosby missed a long field goal. That would have been nice to have right about now. Let's look at returns. Amari Rodgers' one return almost fumbled. Luckily not. And defense is making a game of it still. Holding in there. Great interceptions. Where would we be without it? All right. Real quick. I want to thank you all again for enjoying a little live stream with us. I'll be taking a little bit of a break here at halftime. I'm sure we get everyone's rumbly stomachs taken care
Yeah,
of. But
it's my fault. I don't know. My stomach's making lots of cheers.
I'm quite hungry as well for a win. But I think we might come on back a little later and see this one. So we'll enjoy your halftime. Go Pack, go. Stay safe.